Hey everyone, Josh here from the Paul A. Schmitt Violin Shop at Schmitt Music in Bloomington. Joining me this morning is local Minneapolis, Twin Cities, St. Paul, the OK Factor, a folk string duo who are going to be doing an improv workshop for us in the string shop on Make Music Day on June 21st. So thank you guys so much for joining me this morning, and I was hoping I could just ask you guys some questions to let folks know who you are, and hopefully we can get some nice advertising for you guys.
Yeah.
But so, OK Factor, who are you guys? What do you do? What's going on?
Who are we? So the OK Factor, Olivia and Karla with a K.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that's a name we thought of in college where we met, and it's gone on for too long, so we're stuck with it. Met at Luther College in Decorah, Iowa. Started writing music together in 2012, right?
So we just passed our 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks. And just honestly kind of fell into this. We played in the symphony and chamber orchestras together, but didn't really get to know each other until our junior year. Discovered we both had this mutual love of kind of eclectic styles of playing, and just exploring what we can do on our instruments. And the rest, as they say, is history. We've been writing since 2012, and we really haven't looked back.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. It's great to see how we have musicians that are taking these, what are seemingly classical instruments, and then doing something new with them.
Right.
Which is really cool, especially for a lot of kids that want to be able to take their playing to different areas. Great inspiration, I see that as. So that's awesome. But what made you two decide to start writing music together, and kind of like what drew you guys into folk music? Because I know that's a big emphasis for you guys' stuff.
Yeah. I think we've both loved folk music for a long time. I was definitely influenced more by like Irish sort of Celtic styles, a little bit of Americana. I grew up in the South, and so there's a long tradition of folk music in the South. But when we got together, this was like kind of what came out. There was no real purpose behind like we want to sound folky or we want to be jazz musicians, like there was no intention other than to be ourselves. And what comes out just happens to be a little bit folky, but you can still very much hear our classical technique, our Western classical sort of influences and phrasing, and obviously we use a little bit of vibrato, and other folk musicians might not use quite as much, but to each their own, and we embrace that.
Definitely. Again, just taking a couple of different ideas and then making something else out of it.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. So being that we have the improv workshop here in the shop, what can some folks expect that we're going to be working on?
Yeah.
Just like that kind of deal.
Totally. So our idea behind the improv workshop is really that you studied a little improv when you were in high school. Did it start in high school?
High school and college.
Okay, yeah. I would say traditionally, particularly string students, but lots of other students, unless they're in like a jazz band type group, aren't taught how to improvise. I feel like there's kind of an attitude of like, you either get it or you don't, you're either good at it or you're not, and it's like bestowed upon you kind of thing. And we really want to kind of push back against that and teach improvisation as something that you can practice and something that you should practice, because it really allows for each person's unique musical voice to be heard and developed. And so kind of taking, as much as we can, taking away kind of the embarrassment or shock, really, out of the equation, and teaching a very simple method to practicing improvisation so that students can take that home, players of all ages can take that home and really kind of work on their craft. So this is a really simple 3-step process where we do just rhythmic solos. So like think open D or whatever note you want, one note, just rhythm. And then quarter note solos in a particular key. So again, just playing every beat and then putting those two ideas together. So very broken down, very simple. But even if you aren't a beginner improver. I feel like it's still beneficial because when you practice a concerto, you're not just playing the whole thing start to finish. We're breaking things down. We're smart practicing, as my piano teacher, Mrs. Smalley, would say. We're taking little chunks. We're slowing things down. And I think that this process, even if you're, well into your journey with improv, kind of forces you to take a different approach and look at it from a different angle. So,
Definitely. Yeah. That'll be really fun for a lot of the folks that are going to be doing that. So
yeah.
Quick little reminder, go onto our website, schmittmusic.com. Find the sign-up link to sign up for the workshop. Definitely
Please
want to
join
do
us.
that. Yeah. Yes, it'll be fun. And then last question, what's going on in your lives? You guys have shows coming up, gigs, I know there was an album release recently, and so we want folks to hear you guys. So what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, we released our 10th anniversary album, OKX, on April 1st. And it's on Spotify and all the places where you can stream it.
But you can also order a hard copy on our website. So
you can.
If you're old school, you can do that.
Do you have vinyl?
We have a holiday vinyl. We do.
Maybe I'll get one for the shop if you've got a vinyl player.
Yes, it would look lovely in here.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, we have, I don't know, 5 studio albums, and so this one was the creme de la creme, sort of a combination of really old tunes that we hadn't recorded and some new stuff. And so we're excited to take that album on the road, and we've got a couple shows this month yet. We're going to be at Surly on the 18th, opening for a singer-songwriter. We'll be here for Make Music Day on the 21st.
We're at Normandale Lutheran Church.
We're at Normandale Lutheran Church on the 11th.
Yeah.
And then we head to Sweden for a Swedish tour on the 27th. So.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff going on. That's awesome. So thank you all for tuning in for this little interview of us. Check out OK Factor on all their socials. Also, again, sign up for Make Music Day for their workshop. It's going to be a lot of events, but OK Factor, it's going to be fun. So again, go onto our website, schmittmusic.com, find the Make Music Day sign-up list, and get you in the queue to work with these folks and have a really fun-packed musical day.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks again for joining us.
Thank you.